How are you doing? Let's do those affirmations. Keep smiling. Be kind as much as you can. Don't get into it. If you can't talk to them anymore, that's fine. Forgive so that you can get to heaven, okay? Stay humble, work hard, be grateful, never give up, stay strong, and believe in yourself because God believes in you, and I do too. This is Cash Bear Mama. I hope you are having a tremendous day. It snowed. I don't even want to say. They said it was going to be 1 to 2 inches. It's like dust. Let's throw some down. Salt or something, sugar. And that was it. But it was pretty. I didn't have to go out in it. I have the 3-day weekend. I take off Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then tomorrow's a holiday, so I'll be off 4 days. And then my business, they'll be off. And then the other businesses, they don't do those type of things. I have to finagle around, tell them when my holiday days are off. And then they go, oh, okay. Well, you take off and we'll keep that in mind what day it is, okay, for next time. So that's the way I roll. I walked out on my job and quit, and it was the best thing I ever did in my life. I never thought that I would get from 4-figure salary to a 6-figure salary on my own. Never thought, the kids got their own businesses. They're propped up. They're ready to roll. They don't need me to do what they got to do. They figured out what they wanted to do and got it together. 2 or 3 different jobs pulled together. That's what we do. We are family. My mom and dad are still doing stuff on the side. My dad was still in the military. He just retired last year. But then he came and, working with my mom, they started stuff. Off they went. My grandparents are still doing stuff. Every time you turn around, I'm going over here to work. I'm going over here. And one of them went to Burger King to work, one of my grandparents. So they work in the morning at Burger King, and they have a ball. They are off, they get there the first time when it opens, and then they get off at 2. And so, having a good time. They said it's fun. So, as long as you're enjoying yourself, people would look down on those type of jobs. See, when people go to college or something like that, they start looking down. Oh, you're like the help. Okay, oh, that's all you can do. But let me tell you, those trade jobs, okay, you can start a business now, and some of those people are making 6 figures way ahead of college graduates. And a lot of people are very jealous of that fact that they went and paid for 4 years, 6, 8, whatever, of college, got your PhD, strutting around, and then this person over here who is the plumber or the welder or whatever, they're making 6 figures, and they didn't do all that. They went to a trade school or a certificate type thing, or they're a mechanic or whatever, and they open their own shop, and they're just fine, and they're happy with whatever job they have. You have to have some gratitude with what you have. If you went to 4 years of college, good for you. Be happy with what you do, and stop looking down on everybody else, okay? Nose needs to quit tilting and, try to help somebody instead of looking down on people and talking about them and name calling or whatever you do. I've been to college. I got all my little degrees, but I've never looked down on people because people are wonderful. We were made in God's image, and we don't need to be looking down on anybody, okay? God is the only one who's the judge and the jury. He is the only one that can tell us what to do, and we've got to get that together. Okay, so keep in your mind, nobody is above you, okay? Nobody will ever be above you. It's just God and his son Jesus that are ruling, and it's okay. And we're going to be okay. They do name calling and everything else. Just walk away, say God help them, and leave, okay? Don't stay in the middle of disaster. Try to pull yourself together and back off and keep your eyes open. Watch, okay? stay awake. Look around now, because things are happening that may be that's something you need to know. And a lot of people, you can do that, quit saying, blame, oh, I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you need to look at the news and see what's going on. YouTube is a great place. Some people, yeah, they tell you tales, get off that channel. And you'll figure it out after a while. You keep watching, you'll figure it out. But today is a lovely day. Like I said, it snowed a little dust, and it was pretty, very pretty. I woke up this morning at 3 something and I just stayed up. I'm been up and start doing stuff. I don't sit there. If I wake up, people worry about themselves. Oh, I woke up at blah blah. I start doing stuff. I don't worry about it. I just keep on going, because maybe my body's had enough sleep. And I'll be lying on my back soon enough when we transition, so I'm not even worried about it. Off we go, right? Off we go. So today is month ahead Monday, or budget ahead Monday. But, I told you I was buying some new things. This is my new reset month. This is November. I start my year in November, the fiscal year. Most businesses start in November. They tie everything up. They fix their budget for the year in October, just like the government is supposed to do. And then you got your budget and you're ready to go. And it kind of frees your mind sometimes, because we have 2 major holidays, or 3, depends on who, or 4, whoever you are. Kwanzaa, we got people celebrating Hanukkah, we've got people celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving. So, and there's Black Friday. It's not a holiday, but you may be out there. And so it kind of frees your mind up, because you see how much money you have made all year, and maybe you can use that for November and December. Okay, because you saved it. You're ready to go. And so my new year starts this month. And I kind of like it. So anyway, I bought some new things. I'm not going to be starting in January, and if you want to, you can. But I got my budget ahead from the little potato saver. Let me find her marker. And I think I'm going to put in $170 in here. And she has a table of contents, or you could mark it off. I should have put bank loan and whatever down here. That would help, because I got 2 more envelopes she gave me free. I just ordered the trackers, and then she wrote me a note. I also gave you the envelopes with the little tabs. So thank you very much. So we're going to start with food. So if you see like this, which is cute, put that in there. Money goes right there. And then she put the little name right there. So for food, we're going to put in $10. Okay. Mortgage. I got a rental house that I'm paying off the mortgage on, and it is going down. We'll be talking about that soon. And it needs $20. Okay, utilities, because I'm trying to get all the way. I'm almost at a year ahead. Okay, and so that one's 20. And, you should be able to get that way. Since we had that shutdown, that signal was there. They say the bat signal about you need to have money. We helped with people giving out groceries, paying for groceries. We had an outside pantry where they could come and get food. So that was fun. And then we had them come, we stocked up our regular pantry. What is it? Food bank? Yeah, food bank. Make sure they were all right. So we had a good time, made meals for people. And we had fun. So personal is $10. And I'm not the person that colors. If you are here, I'm the person that tries to scratch it out and run. Okay. Healthcare, $10. And Wednesday, I'll be talking about all of the total amount that I made from my savings challenges. And where I put the money. Okay, then debt, it was $20. Have to always have a little more for debt because it is always there. Maybe small, but at least you got the money to pay it off. And we need, I hear people, no, don't save, invest. You can't invest if you have not paid off your debt, okay? And you don't have to invest because everybody else is investing. You may not be good at it. It's like, playing the lottery sometimes. So don't do something that you think is not working. Okay, $10 for miscellaneous. And that can go on anything, or it can be unexpected. Or somebody may need something. And also like baby showers, weddings. People pop up. They go, oh, I'm having a baby. When did this happen? And they, I'm having a baby shower. Really? $20 for loans. I get a loan maybe twice a year, and then I pay it off just to be in good standing with the bank. So if I do need one, it can be a higher amount because I paid that back faithfully. And then this one will put in $20 for the bank. So that is our budget or month ahead Monday. And we need to be a month ahead because if this lockdown, shutdown didn't show you that some of y'all needed money, I don't know what didn't. Because we did good. I'm going to tell you, America did good. And they were going to just keep, I heard one of them, senators said they wanted to keep it shut for a year. Two of them said it. I'm like, what is it? The humanity. It was like, you don't care anything about us, do you? It was just you. Or the people that really needed it. Okay, it was going to get worse. And teachers, I'm wondering about, because, teachers are federal employees, the public ones. And I said, I wonder if they're going to start shutting down the schools. They don't have any money. And other things we're going to shut down. Think of things that are run by the government. It was just going down, and it finally got down to people that needed food, and they didn't want it. Oh no, and that's a no go for me. That was like, we don't care. We was going to keep it going. You could tell they were going to keep it going. Some of them, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm just, I was okay for a minute. But see, I don't like when people don't care about other people. Like I said, I'll forgive you, but I don't have to hang with you. Because that forgiveness is for me. But I just thought it was cruel. And, with people talking about other countries are cruel, but this was a different cruelty, and it was the same type of cruel. You may not have did what they did, but it's the same type of cruelty. You didn't care about those people. You didn't care about those babies. All you cared about was giving more money to healthcare companies. And I thought that what he did, the president, was genius because it has happened before. And talking about we didn't know what we were doing. We did that before. If you think about it, if some of you were around, we used to pay our own insurance. It's like your car insurance. You pay your car insurance. You pay what other insurance? house insurance. No, there's no government over it. You choose the insurance that you want. It was like, oh no, you're too dumb to do that. What do you think we've been paying all these years? You're not helping us with the other one, but you want to help us with that, so I think there's more to it, right? You want to get your hands back in that pocket. And so I was done. Anyway, take care. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy life. Okay, because each day you get closer to transition where you'll be gone, bye-bye, and, you want to leave happiness with your loved ones and the ones that are mean to you. Watch your money, okay? So there's some people, friends or whatever, they're looking at you on YouTube. Oh, you got money, you can loan this to me. No, you can't. Watch the scammers. They are on high alert. They don't have any money. I mean, I got one day was 21 emails. My email, wake up in the morning, it's like, and I just block, erase. So watch that. Don't answer the phone. Don't answer the emails. Don't try to be funny with the emails and think that you can handle them, because some of them get mad and they retaliate and they just let out more information. Okay. And then you get more. So don't get together. It's not your forte. If you see something that you think is your bank or somebody calling, don't answer. Turn around and find a number. I usually find a whole different number to the bank and call. I'll call in the fraud department or the help department. I'm over there doing another number totally. I don't do that. And even sometimes if the voice doesn't sound right, like, you call, there's one company that I have, a credit card company, I finally got rid of them, because every time I called, I just did not feel comfortable talking to these people. And I said, no, I'm done with you. Card gotta go. But enjoy yourself. It's a lovely day. Like I said, we had a dusting of snow, very pretty. I don't have to drive in it anymore, so now it's pretty. I don't care for winter. My favorite seasons are fall and spring, summer, and then winter, in that order. But I don't like all the bad roads. Okay, it's just the roads. And people don't know how to drive. And people don't take care of their cars, and the tires are bald. Make sure your tires are not bald. We've had a mishap with one of my relatives passed away because he had bald tires. Start telling your kids, about that. Kids, there's so much stuff you need to tell your kids. And when they start driving, make sure you told them. They don't learn that right then and all that. Make sure you tell and talk and just keep on talking. They may not want to hear it, but you just keep talking and walking. And that's what we did. My mother talked and walked. Okay, my grandparents talked and walked, and it stuck with me, and that's what I do with them. And my kids will say the same thing I used to do. I hear you, Yeah, they hear you, okay? And it sticks in their mind when trouble comes that way. Have a blessed day. I cannot emphasize that enough, with positive vibes and happiness. And somebody will tell you, oh, that doesn't work. Yeah, because they're so negative, nothing works in their life. That does not mean it can't work in your life, okay? And gratitude and joy and manifesting, okay, that's all God's universe and realm. And you just keep on going, save some money so that if they do something else, you go, I'm okay. I can sustain myself and work on trying to get a year ahead, 2 years ahead, 3 years ahead, so that if something happens, you can just kind of back off and go, we got enough for gas money. We got enough for food money. We got enough for this and that. Stock up and quit. Don't listen to everybody. Don't be saving all that money. Okay, they want you to invest, but maybe you can't invest right now, and you need to be able to get that money quick. If it's invested in stock, it doesn't come back out at you. Okay, you have to wait a couple of days, 3 days, and sometimes longer. You need a emergency fund. I call it the abundance fund over here, because every time I say emergency, it blows up in my face. I'm not even doing that. But I'm telling you, it's an emergency fund that is for all year. Like I'm budgeting ahead of time. That is my big fund, abundance fund. And it's going to stay that way, stocked and happy, and I'm just going to keep on going. So I will see you. Bless you. God bless you. Angels bless you. Whoever bless you. Take care. See you later. Like and subscribe. If you got time, go over to my family channel with my kids. My daughter has, she's the one that mans that channel, Haven Cafe, with the music. Just turn the music on. Help us out. We're trying to get that one monetized because it's been sitting there. It was the first channel I made, and I dumped it because I needed cash. I needed to do something with my finances. And I love music. I sing. I do different things, and I love different types of music. So, go over there, turn it on, please. Get the watch hours going. Like and subscribe if you can. Thank you for everything. I'll be around. See you later. Bye-bye. My daughter will be too. She watches from Haven Cafe. So take care. See you. Bye-bye.